Hey Wizards, it's Kimise, and I'm here with my wizard, Kieran Shadowhammer. And what we're going to do is today we are going to learn how to PvP like a pro. Well, not really. This is my 10th level Death Wizard. I'm super excited because, you know what? I'm going to learn how to PvP. In all my years of playing Wizard101, and you're talking long time. I've been playing since 2008. So in all these years, I've never really tangled with PvP a whole lot. I think I have done less than 20 PvP matches with all my wizards. And honestly, I've never ever actually been very good at it. So with this series, I'm hoping that you guys will help me learn how to PvP, have a good laugh in my failures, and also cheer me on to success and win as I become a PvP. Well, hopefully I'll win a few matches. Awesome. Okay, guys, going to catch you in just a second. Okay, so if you are new to PvP or are not sure what it is, PvP is player versus player, and it is done here in Unicorn Way, here in the PvP arena area right here. Absolutely. Now, from what I understand, and feel free to go ahead and correct me in the comments because I know I am not the expert in this by any stretch of the imagination. The way PvP works is you are going to play against other players. So basically you're dueling. You are doing wizard duels. That's what this is all about. Now, there are three ways you can do this, or three ways from what I understand, okay? So for instance, leaderboards are to show your rank. You got daily player versus player. This is pretty cool. You can actually check this and get certain awards just for doing PvP every day. Over here, you have practice. So for instance, if we wanted to, we could get in here and practice. Now there's 4 types of duels. You've got 1v1, 2v2, 3v3, and 4v4. And, you know, this is over here in the practice. The rough thing about practice is it's kind of hard to tell. I think it looks like they're ranked. Yeah, so from 1 to 21, there we go. And there we go. Yeah, it looks like they're all ranked. So for instance, you know, if I wanted to go ahead and join a team and I was a friend or something, I could possibly join some teams and everything, and it tells you what levels those are. So those are practice matches. Now I'm not going to mess with those unless I find some guys to play with and to practice with, but the other two things I want to show you with are tournaments and ranked matches. Now ranked matches, when you join these, you can again join them in the different kinds, but I usually don't find hardly anybody ever playing 4 versus 4 in this. It looks like somebody's wanting to do a 3x3, but there's nobody willing to join him. Oh, I've seen a few 2x2s, but the majority of people in ranked matches are playing 1v1. And to join one of these matches, you open up the 1v1 thing, hit quick join, and the computer will then try to match you with somebody else. Now, while we're waiting for that to match us, you also have tournaments. Now, tournaments you can actually hop in, and there's different types of tournaments you can join. And I haven't ever done a tournament before, so apparently there's a weekly schedule. There's a watch tournament, classic 4v4, free. Okay, apparently some of these you have to pay for. And then if you have friends running tournaments, that's what those are for right there. So basically, there are some gold costs to some of these tournaments. Ooh, looks like I've got a match. Let's go in and let's give it a shot. Now, I'll be honest with you. My deck is not that great, so we'll see how this goes. Hey, Wizards, here we are. Looks like we're playing this guy named Elijah Rose. Now, what the game tries to do is tries to match you with within a certain amount of levels so that you can play a fairly fair match, but I don't find them all that fair, and you'll see here why in a minute. Well, anyways, so I got my deck going on. It looks like he could be a Storm. I don't know. We're just going to start throwing some shields up, and we're going to see if he has like a fire pet, so we're going to see what that brings on. Okay, guys, we just watched him throw up the same, well, actually, we'll have to watch him throw up a thermic shield, so he's obviously fire. That kind of gives us a little bit of idea of where we should focus ourselves, so we're going to go ahead and throw up another fire shield. Now, I'm not really any good at this, so you're going to see here in a minute. I have won not so many matches so far, so this is the first one I get to bring you guys in on. Okay, now I have loaded up some treasure cards, but I haven't figured out the value of my treasure cards yet. Okay, so it looks like he's going to start off with a Fire Elf. Okay, that's his approach to get rid of my shields. Okay, right now I'm saving up some pips because I'm hoping that we're going to be able to make a big hit on him here pretty quickly. Okay, saw that. He threw up the same shields I have, so he might not be a fire. So we're about to go ahead and try to figure a few things out. Okay. Let's throw up a blade, and let's hit him with a banshee. Okay, let's let our banshee fly, and let's see if we can do a little bit of damage to our fire opponent. Well, that didn't work out. Hey, I've got another banshee. Let's go ahead and give it a shot and see how this works out. Now, notice I've got a critical ring around me, so if I get a critical, I might be able to finish this one off. Well, not today, it seems. Okay, what is he going to do? Let's see. Here we go. He has 5 pips. Oh, it's going to be a fire elemental. Uh-oh, that's got me almost there. I'm not sure what we can do, but we're going to go ahead and give it a shot. So let's go ahead and let's try a quick heal for ourselves so we can stay in the game. Nice. I criticaled the heal. Whew. Talk about luck. Okay, here's Elijah's turn. What is he going to do? He's going to throw up a fire elf. Ouch. It looks like he got this fire elf enchanted. That's one of the things I'm not sure how you do at these low levels, is how do you enchant those cards for a fight. Okay, here's Elijah coming back at us again. Okay, he's just throwing up a blade. I'm going to attack and see if I can't get some more health from him before I run out of chances. Now, I'll be honest with you, I usually have more cards in my treasure card part of my deck, and I thought I had more loaded up in there before I started this fight, but I think I was mistaken. Look, I'm still alive. Okay, his next turn is... Oh dear, it's a Firebird. Well, may not survive this one, guys. Looks like he enchanted that Firebird. And there we go. Elijah rose 1 and I lost, unfortunately. No problems. It was okay. That was a good game. I learned something. I need to get some more treasure cards, guys. But unfortunately, I don't know how I can compete. I don't have enchant cards. I'm not sure how to get them, guys. So, what I got to do is I got to find a strategy so that I can raise my spells to the rank so that I can be competitive with some of these guys. So, for instance, let's go down to the treasure card shop. Okay, guys, here we are. We're at the treasure card shop here at the library, and there's lots of these cards that I think that can be pretty useful. For instance, I think what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and buy as many of these as I can. I think I'm going to try to get at least 10 of these tower shields, because that way I can thin out what type of shields I carry and defend myself against everything. Now, here's where it gets tough. I think I'm going to go ahead and buy a few vampires, but I'm going to need some more money. So, this is what I'm going to do to get some more cash, because I don't know. Have you ever been to level 10 and not had any gold? Well, here's my strategy to get some more gold, guys. Let's go home and let's go back to our room. Now, I have other wizards, and they threw a whole bunch of loot in the shared bank that they don't use. So, guess what we're going to do? We're going to sell ourselves some loot. So, I'm going to go ahead and move these to the backpack really quick, and then we're going to sell them. Just a quick reminder, guys, if you're having fun with the video, you're enjoying me or learning something, go ahead and hit that like button. That'd be awesome. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit subscribe. Also, I do have a Discord. Go ahead and join my Discord, and you can help me learn how to do this, or you can teach me how to do this with some more help through in Discords. Okay, guys, we're here to sell some stuff because we need some money. Unfortunately, not all this stuff is sellable here at the Bazaar, but we're going to go for it anyways, right? Okay, guys, and the stuff you can't sell at the Bazaar, you can always quick sell. It's not a big deal. We can always get more equipment through more fights. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take a look and see what they might have for sale in the Bazaar for treasure cards. Okay, so here we go. Now, honestly, I'm not sure if this is a good strategy or not. So what I'm going to look for first is I'm going to look at death spells because I'm a death character. And so that means that I can use my power pips with my death spells and not have to double up. So we're going to see if there's any cool death spells we can pull up. Now that is 10 pips. I think I need stuff that's going to be much more powerful but be a little bit cheaper than 10 pips, especially in these early rounds. Check out this Black Widow. She does 40 plus 315, so that's a damage over time. This could actually be pretty useful to me in making sure that so that I can actually shut down any shields. So we're going to go buy a couple of those. Well, here, let's buy a couple more. Yeah. Okay, let's keep looking. One thing you always want to look for is you kind of want to see what might be an actually pretty cool spell. Like right now, I'm looking for some things that I can use to hit pretty quick. That's going to give me some good stuff at low pips. So, for instance, these Death Soldiers don't look bad for 2 pips, for doing 200 in damage. But I'm still going to keep looking. Here's another damage over time spell, Poison, which can be pretty good, but you still have to wait 4 pips before you can use it. We're going to go ahead and let's see. Ooh, they are not cheap. So this one right here is 45 plus 450. Their sick cost is 1613. But these poisons right here, which are the regular poisons, I'm trying to see. Yeah, there's some sort of insignia there. I'm not sure what that means. But the regular poisons that haven't been touched, they're only like 860. So we're going to buy a couple of those just to at least have them in our backup. Ooh, Skeletal Dragon. That's an 8-pip spell. Now, I could run a strategy where I run a Skeletal Dragon. So we'll go ahead and grab 2 of those, or we'll buy a couple. We'll buy 4 of those. And we're going to try a deck with a Skeletal Dragon and see what that might look like and what strategy we could use to win with this. Now, here's an advantage I have. I actually put on this particular wizard a ice amulet. So I can use ice spells the same way I can use death spells. I'm kind of going to run this guy as a dual ice and death wizard. So let's see if there's any ice spells that might be worth grabbing. Check this out. The Blue Phoenix. You can do, for 4 pips, almost 600 points in damage. That is huge. Let's go ahead and buy a couple of those for only 450. Here's Frostbite. This is good. This is a really nice high-level spell that does get rid of quite a few shields as well, but it is a 5-pip spell. I'm not sure if that'd be a smart one to keep because pips do come slowly. It kind of depends on the strategy. Here are some Ice Blades. You could add these just in case we need them, but unfortunately, we want... Well, I mean, that might be a way to go. We just have to build our deck around that. So if we want to build... Let's go ahead and just grab a few of those. And then we can try and see if that makes sense to build a deck around an Ice Blade and an Ice Attack. Ooh, check this Snowbird out. For only 2 pips, we can do almost 350 points of damage. And that's for 240. Yes, we're going to buy a few of those. Check it out, guys. Stun blocks. These could be useful. Let's go ahead and... Well, let's at least buy 1. Look at these guys. This is why coming over here can be a good choice. These tower shields are running only at 180 apiece, so let's go ahead and buy quite a few of those. That's a much better deal than what we were getting at the card shop for regulars. Look, guys, I found some monstrous in the card shop. I often don't buy a whole lot, find a whole lot of these, so I'm going to go ahead and buy a few of these before they are all gone. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and do one more set of shopping. Let's take a look and see if there's any decks that might be better for me. There we go, a Novice Death deck. That's got to be a deck. Let's see here. That's giving me, oops, that's going to give me the same that I have. Let's see if there's any other good options. Okay, let's go ahead and buy a couple of those Novice Death decks for our stuff. Okay, guys, now that we've done shopping, let's head back and let's create some new decks and let's see if we can fare better than we did in that last match. Okay, guys, here we are. Right now, we are out here and we need to get a deck that's actually going to help us win a match or two. So, there's a few strategies we can go with this. First off, let's go ahead and take a look. Now, let's make this a deck that we're trying to win with just death. So let's go ahead and put at least 2 Death Blades in. Now, I'm not going to put any healing because I can get some healing stuff simply by having myself a couple ghouls. Now, here's the trick. Do we want to go ahead and put shields in there or not? Do we want to waste the time? I mean, do we want to put our volcanic shields in there or our dream shields? I'm not sure. See, this is where my knowledge of running a deck, a PvP deck, is a little limited. So we're going to go ahead and put two of both. I think that's going to work for us, guys, and that's what we're going to give a shot with. Now, look down here. Down here on the bottom of your deck, these are wand spells. Honestly, these just kind of clog up my deck, so I'm going to go ahead and cut all those out because I don't want those to get in the way of what I need to do deck-wise. Now, here's where I believe most people really win games with, and it's with their treasure cards. Now, since I'm only a level 10, and this is the only deck, the best decks I could find, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spots for spells. So I'm going to go ahead and put 3 tower shields in. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make this an attack death one. So we're going to do that. See, this is where I've got these monstrous, and I think I can apply these. So I'm going to go ahead and put them there, because if I add those onto some of my entry-level spells, I think I can do some real damage. Let's put a Black Widow in there to help us out. Let's put a couple vampires. I think that's a pretty strong deck. I've got shields, and I've got regulars. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and name this deck, and let's call this the Death. Let's see here, the Death. Oh, where is it? 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 The Death. 1v1. Okay, so this is a PvP. Yeah. Okay. Or is there another one? I thought one of these said PvP. Okay, we're going to go with the Death. Oh, there we go. PvP 1 deck. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and make another deck while we're at it. So, that's going to be our Tech PvP Death. Now, I'm not sure if I should add in other things here, like maybe a trap or two. Let's throw a couple traps in, and let's throw a couple banshees in just in case we don't get what we need. Okay? So, there we go. We've got shields, we've got traps. Now, let's go ahead and do another one. This is going to be, this one's going to be ice. So, what we're going to do is we're going to load up a couple shields like we just did, and we're going to use this with an ice strategy, okay? So, with the ice strategy, we're going to focus mainly on treasure cards. So, let me block out all my wand. In fact, I'm not even sure why I'm carrying this one. Maybe I need to upgrade a wand. I think so. So basically, we're going to go add a couple monstrous. We're going to go ahead and, since this one we're focusing on, let's see here, going to add a few of those tower shields in. And I think what we're going to do with that is we're going to add a couple of phoenixes, okay, and 1 snowbird. And let's see here. Well, heck, let's just go ahead and add a couple of snow serpents just in case. I'm not sure if it's going to be a great deck or not, but it does look like I do have everything in there for that to be. So let's go ahead and rename this. Let's call this Ice, yes. And we will call this... Nope. Yeah, Death PvP 1. I mean, Ice PvP 1. Now, again, guys, if you guys got some suggestions on any of these, I would love to hear about it. Let's do this one. Okay, let's go ahead and create one more deck. Couple shields, couple blades. Okay, this is going to be one that I think is going to be super important, but I'm going to call this our knockout death. So, for instance, we'll add a couple of those in there. You know, let's go ahead and add 1 fire elf just for fun. But what we want to do is we want to go ahead and we want a skeletal dragon. So we're going to add a couple of skeletal dragons in here for this one. And that means we need to be able to survive long enough for us to cast those skeletal dragons. So this is going to be a death, and we'll call this PvP 2. This is our knockout deck, okay? So we've got multiple decks in now. Let's go ahead and find ourselves a match, and let's go ahead and use our new PvP 1 deck on that particular match, guys. Hey guys, I'm back in here, and look, it's Elijah Rose again. Let's see if we can fare better now with a brand new deck with some more options. Okay, let's go ahead and let's clear some of this extra stuff out. We know he used Fire Elf last time, so let's go ahead and set ourselves up so that we can take him down. Okay, let's go ahead and draw our first one. Nice, Tower Shield. Okay, since we're going to let that little elf burn out, but we're going to go ahead and start drawing in some of our new cards to see if we can make a difference in this particular fight. So first off, let's get a Blade up, and we already have a Vampire in hand. Now, unfortunately, you can't add a Monstrous to a Vampire right away, but we can add it to a Banshee. That makes a Banshee much more powerful. And with only 3 pips, we'll be able to hit him pretty hard with her. Who wants to guess he's going to go ahead and Tower Shield? Look, here's our chance. Let's go ahead and Banshee with him, and let's see what type of damage we can hit with a Blade as well as a trap. Nice. Awesome. We have done 2/3 of damage on him. Uh-oh, he is going straight for the attack. This could be the end, guys, but I think we start off pretty good this time. We should have put that shield up. We're still in the game. No problem. So let's see here. What do we do? I mean, we can go ahead and put up a volcanic shield. Let's go ahead and at least do that because we got to get the pips so that we can go ahead and make the attack. Let's go with the ghoul and see if we can get some health back right away. The game's not over, Elijah Rose. Okay, here he goes. What's his attack going to be? Fire Elf. Uh-oh, and that was an amped up Fire Elf. That was an enchanted Fire Elf. So I don't know, guys. This is going to be tough. We can go ahead and throw up a shield, but I think we're done. GG. Didn't win that time, but that's okay. Okay, guys, let's take a look at that deck. So that deck kind of did okay, you know. Unfortunately, the Monstrous didn't do what we needed to do at the time, and we didn't pull Black Widow or Vampire. Our Tower Shields were okay. So let's just keep in mind, Monstrous is only going to work on the stuff that we already have in our deck. So that wasn't so bad, okay? That wasn't so bad. Now, we do have a couple of other decks that might give us an entirely different advantage. Let's go ahead and try... PvP Deck 2, and let's get in line for another match. Okay, guys, this time we're playing Noah Winter. Ooh, we're playing an Ice Guy. Uh-huh. Let's say hi. Okay, well, since he's an Ice Guy, let's go ahead and... Ooh, that's a problem. I must have not done something in my deck right. So let's go ahead and let's supercharge Banshee, and let's go ahead and put a Tower Shield on right away. Okay, so our strategy with this one is we are not going to attack until we have our big heavy ready to go. So that means we've got to keep him off us for the right amount of time. Let's go ahead and get rid of these extra beetles right now. And let's go ahead and... Ooh, we can put that on the ghoul. There we go. Let's throw another Tower Shield up in case... Okay, he's going to wand out my shields. My strategy, though, is I just got to keep it going long enough so that I can go ahead and get another 6 pips. So I got to make it through another 6 rounds. Okay, he's loading up for a big hit. I still have 5 more rounds to go. This is the problem with waiting for the big hits, is that you got to make sure that you don't die while you're waiting. I'm not sure how he got so many more pips than I did, because I haven't... Oh, sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. He used a spell that took away some of my pips. See, these are strategies I've got to learn how to use if I'm going to make sure that I'm going to be successful here in PvP. Oh, no, you don't. Okay, so it looks like we got plenty of dragons there. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and throw another blade up. It's not letting me pull any more treasure cards out. So it looks like that's the limit of what I've got. And he has just taken out my last shield. Okay, we still need 2 more pips. Guys, do you think I'm going to make it? The way they're pausing between, it's hard for me to keep up with how many pips I should have. I don't understand why he has 2, 4, 6, 7 pips and I don't have as many. It's kind of depressing. Well, let's go for it. Now, I wonder why I can't access the rest of my treasure cards. I'm sure somebody in the comments can explain that to me. Yeah, okay, see? How did he get the pips before I did? I just don't understand that. I should have been competitive with him, but he was like 2 pips ahead of me the entire time. Okay, well, there we go. End of game, guy. End of game. Okay, guys, that's 3 matches for today. If you guys can give me any advice, throw them into the comments, or if you want to join my Discord community, I'm going to have a page set up for PvP and Wizard101, and I would love to hear more of your hints and help and tips on being a good PvP player. Now, if anybody can tell me how he had more pips than I did or any of the strategies I should add into my deck, I'm all ears because I'm a super novice at this. So, guys, this is Kimise playing Kieran Shadowhammer. Thank you so much with some Death PvP. Hopefully, I'll hear some great hints from you before we do the next one, and we'll get some better hits in, and maybe we'll even win a match. This is Kimise. Catch you later. Bye-bye.